Is Terry N6TLU. I recently received this Navigator from a fellow ham for repair. His complaints were low power output and a terrible CW note. I've got the low power resolved, but it still has some strange warbling in that CW note. Let me show you. I've got the Navigator here on the bench. It's been warming up for a little over half hour. I'm using a Kenwood R2000 to monitor the CW. We have a Palstar dummy load watt meter. So first we'll go into transmit. I'm getting 25 watts output, and that is normal for the Navigator. The problem with low power was simply the coupling was not advanced to the right position to deliver full power. So that is resolved, but we still have the CW note issue. So listen to this note. You can kind of hear the boing boing. And that was his other complaint. So I'm going to move the camera over here around the side and show you what I found, and then show you some other problems with the transmitter that could be influencing the CW note. So on the chassis, next to the voltage regulator tube, is the keyer adjustment pot. Okay, this is where it was set when it arrived the shop. Let's listen to the CW note. Hear that long decay? Now let's adjust keyer pot. That cleaned it up quite a bit. But there is another issue with the Navigator that I want to show you, and this is going to be a little bit more involved to repair. Okay, let's listen to the CW note. Pretty clean. But watch when I flex the front panel. Okay? Or if I move the VFO cage. What I believe has happened is the internal switching inside of the VFO and possibly the band switch are tarnished. So any movement is affecting the oscillator. Also, there could be some loose mechanical fittings causing this. I've seen this on quite a few of the vintage transmitters. So hopefully I can take care of these issues and we'll get a clean note out of the Navigator. Okay, well, this video is simply the initial inspection of the Navigator. Once I get everything taken care of, we'll shoot a follow-up.